This is Mohammed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the final press conference for Buatsi Richards. I'm joined by Dean Whyte, a very tired looking Dean Whyte. A lot of hard work that last show you did.
A lot of hard work, man. And people don't see the hard work that goes into it, even many days after, because it's actually an event what we kind of put on, and we're very hands-on. I think I said this before. Obviously, we're not matching. When Eddie leaves, he can just go. All of these people tend to do the stuff for him and pack up and so on. But we're just a small company, and we got to do stuff. I do have a lot of stuff, but I still tend to. If you want something done, you got to do it yourself at this level where we are. But you know what? Look, it's all good. Even on the Monday, I was already out going to look at new venues. Going to look at new venues, for another show for July. And then we've just announced this morning a co-promotion with Victor Smith at Perfectly, with a few of my boys are going to be on that. So, we'll get them out, get the show rolling and just continue to, like I said, 2022 summer, man. We're trying to be outside all 22, man. So hopefully I'll have a few shows announced again in July. We'll see what happens. But yeah, all good, man. But just, it's tiring. It's quite draining, you know what I mean?
Well, see, on your last show, obviously, you had John Arden Jr. headlining. You had the likes of Alfie Winter on the card as well. So you're getting these guys opportunities, but you're getting some good names in the domestic circuit on your cards then.
Listen, we had some good boys. Aaron Prosper's coming up 5-0. One of my new signings, Spencer Oatman. He's, I think he fought a light heavyweight. He's good. He made his debut. Who else was on there? Alfie Clegg, he's making waves. Was he 3-0 now? So we had some good up-and-coming grassroots prospects building. And like I said, the boys I've got, we're just continuing to build. We've got Ziggy McCauley, I think he went 3-0. So we're just trying to push and build, you know what I mean? And some of them boys are going to be out again on the 25th of June. So hopefully by the end of the year, early next year, we could be looking at titles for some of them boys, you know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build this from the grassroots, and then those. A lot of guys fought 6 rounders actually on Saturday. It was a long day, you know what I mean? That was my, obviously, first time doing 6 rounders. So getting the numbers right, the mathematics, it was a long day, you know what I mean? But it's all good.
I know you try and make them events, not just fight nights, with the music, the food, the drinks, everything that goes with it. But what is the long-term vision? If you see this, what you're doing with the company in 3 or 4 years, where do you want it to be, Dean?
We're going to try and get into the lane and compete with the rest of the boys, man. But what I'm doing is you got to build an infrastructure. So we're setting up. It's only the 3rd show, so it's the numbers are right, the bums on seats, everything's going fine. But like I said, we've got to get past a certain number. Then we'll look at everything else. I've got some good meetings in the next 2 to 3 weeks to find out where we put the company. I've got to go back to America and stuff like that. So, there's some help down there. People are looking to buy into the dream and the brand. And if that goes according to plan, I think we might be in a good place, man. But listen, we're not going to run before we can walk, and we'll just take our time slowly but surely. But by the end of the year, we're going to fill out and hopefully do another 3 or 4 shows, and then see where that leaves us. So that would leave us free. So leave us about 6 or 7 shows. That's a hell of a year for someone doing shows. You know what I mean?
Right, sounds all good to me. You are tired, but I take it you're going to be at the O2 for Buatsi Richards. You can't miss this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I should be there. I'm here now trying to cement my tickets and other stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I should be there obviously to support the boys and that. But yeah, it's going to be a great fight, man. Look, both guys, great pedigree. I'd say more so Craig being an experienced pedigree as a professional, Buatsi being a pedigree as an amateur, being an Olympian. You know what I mean? So we've got to give him credit. But look, I think Craig continues to be in the underdog. Everyone pencils him as the underdog. But this is his time to shine and steal all the thunder. You know what I mean? And like you said, look, not like you said, like I've been saying over there that, the guy he narrowly lost out to by a point beat the pound-for-pound champ. So he can garner great confidence from that kind of fight and draw on to say, well, look, I've faced the best there is. And Buatsi hasn't faced the best. And he's probably struggled against the Croatian. Silic, was it? Silic? Against the Croatian, that was messed his eye.
Marko Kalic.
Kalic, not Silic. You knew what I was on about, sunshine. But anyway, nevertheless, there's a few fights, he leaves openings. But you know what? He's a tough warmonger, and he's going to come to do his thing. So, let's see what happens, man. You know what I mean?
Just get your thoughts on a couple of heavyweight matters. It looks like Gerald Miller's set to return on a Triller card. Your thoughts on Gerald's return?
I've got no thoughts on him, man. The guy's been juiced to the gills. He got away with it. Credit to him, man. This world's about what you can get away with, mate. I've got nothing wrong with that. I'm a ducker and diver. I'm a wheeler. I'm a hustler. So if he can get away with it and continue to box and fight, that's up to him. You know what I mean? But we just, as long as he's checked anyone he fights and he's clean, then it's all good. You know what I mean?
Last one, the WBC said they're going to give Tyson Fury some time because they were speaking to him about potentially relinquishing the belt, but they're going to give him some more time, whether he retires or not. So, yeah, your reaction to that coming off his last fight with your brother?
Well, I guess he deserves it. Like, he's had a lot of back-to-back fights, so maybe he wants to make up his mind. Obviously, he was out kicking cars, getting drunk last night. So, you know what I mean? That's him in his personal life. He's living it. I don't blame him. I fucking was doing the same last night. I don't know about the kicking motors, but you know what I mean? But listen, he's the champ, man. Fuck, shit. Do what you want in your personal life. You're meant to be able to make mistakes and live. He's human. But he does what he does in the ring, and we've got to give him credit. When he's in the fight, he does what he needs to do. So I ain't really got nothing to say to him. You know what I mean?
How's that relationship now? That if you saw him in the other room, it's all cool, isn't it?
It's all good, man. It's all good. Listen, that shit's none of my business. Those guys made millions and fortune. You know what I mean? Credit to him. Obviously, I haven't got nothing against him. He came up to me, gave me a kiss and said, "Yo, Dean, man, boom, boom." So we rapped, and the dad was kind of cordial and everyone was respectful. So listen, for me, it's all about respect anyway. So I'm more than happy to be a fan of his and watch the journey and watch if he fights someone else, and I'll be cheering, because obviously if he's against someone else, I will be cheering. It just so happens it was Dillian. So obviously I'm not going to fucking cheer him on, you know what I mean? He wanted to kick his head in. But moving forward, if he does fight, I'll be happy to see him fight and continue doing great stuff as he's done. If he's happy to give Dylan an opportunity again, then we'll be rivals again. But let's see what happens, man. But I'd like to see him fight, and I'd like to support, and because to be honest, his whole team were quite cool and very respectful. So yeah, man, I've only got much respect for them. Obviously, the dad was a little bit funny, but then obviously he's cool now. But other than that, they're sound. They've always been pretty much sound, to be honest.
Dean Whyte, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Best of luck with your co-promotion on June 25th.
June the 25th. Anyone who's around in Essex, if you want to get in touch, you can hit me up and come down. Like I said, it's a co-promotion. It's not going to be our whistles and bells of our usual show, but the atmosphere will still bring the atmosphere, some vibe from people from London, and we're going to shell out. And some of the boys who are going to be building, we've got Ify Porter, the heavyweight, is going to, looking to go 2-0. Spencer Oakman, one of my new signings at light heavyweight, he's going to be looking to go 2-0, and maybe we have one more person in place. But look, let's see. I love boxing. I'm sure the rest of the people on this channel love boxing. So all summer 22 is party, bullshit, and boxing, man. Shit. Be there, motherfuckers.
So you're promoting in Eddie's End?
Eddie, don't fucking slap that, son.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.